feel like this whole content creation thing, being an influencer thing, has just been so glamorized to the point where everybody just wants to do it. Do you really think that content creation is easy? Like genuinely, like genuine chats, editing to
Yeah, you wanna come out here? Yeah, whole lot of shit. Yeah, slide, yeah.
personally, if I knew the things that I know right now, maybe it would have changed my decision. Maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know. But if anything sticks out to you and you're on your content creation journey, I feel like you guys should listen to this. So today we have a young install video and styling, and I'm going to show you what we're trying to achieve today. So I am going to quickly install this wig while I chat to you briefly about what I wanted to know when I got into the game. I'm going to have my pointers up on my patty. So without further ado, let us get into the video. The first thing I'm going to do is, can I start this video with chap lips? Like, don't play. The first point that I have is that you need to be confident. Like, I mean insanely confident in what you love doing and what you want to do. Why did that happen? Yo, genuinely, it's into I feel like everybody has, but it's just a way that you execute it in your original way. So you got or you don't. Confidence within yourself really does set the tone in like what you do and how you execute it, because if you don't have the amount of self-love to be like, yeah, I'm proud of my work, how do you expect someone else to be like, I fuck with it? You know what I mean? Like, you need to rate yourself before you even go out into the world, because people are not going to give you that self-love. And you need to understand, Uguti, the field currently insanely saturated. Like, I'm not going to play with you. Like, it's saturated. And it doesn't mean that your art will not shine. Your art will shine, dog. Like, your art will shine. And the only way it's going to shine is if you're authentic and real to yourself and you're confident in what you believe in and what you do. I'm going to go into my next point. I spoke about having confidence within yourself. Once you do have confidence within yourself, you will start to find certain things that you love about yourself and what you love to share with other people that could be in the way you profit from, which is content. Finding what I love was very easy because ever since I was young, like, it was just a thing of Ukoko would want me to design like pieces for her. I was very much exposed with art. That's why for me it's a different case. Like, it comes very naturally and easily because I had room to actually like do what I want to do. Hikey, I need to lock in so that I can put this installation gashi. So I'm gonna do a young time-lapse situation so that we get to it. So with finding what you love, you also need to look into having inspiration. You also need to look at people that do what you do and sort of look into how they operate and how they execute things. What do they pay notice to? And 9 times out of 10, like, those people also have like segments where they do speak about these things and like their sense of like art, like how to put out their art and stuff. So you should definitely like utilize that. And women, because we have so many social media platforms, you Pinterest, you've got Instagram, you've got YouTube, Shorts as well, you got TikTok. So there's so many places where you can actually draw inspiration and gain direction as to how do I actually execute it. Yeah, that's another thing that you really need to know as umuntu that wants to get into content creation. Like, people are your inspiration. People are not, they're not competing with you. Don't get it mixed up. You're not competing with anyone, you're competing with yourself. You got no ups. It's you versus you. I'm gonna go in with the ebon spray so that we get more of that, you know, what lace effect, if you know what I mean. It's good to have like expectations of how things should look like, but really detach from that. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, don't put so much emphasis on the outcome of creating, rather put more emphasis on how you're going to execute it, what you're going to do. Because if you're going to expect certain things to happen, they're not going to happen the way you wanted to, and then it's going to make you feel like you didn't do it right. Kanti when you have a certain idea of how things should look like, and it's just not matching up with reality. Expectations of like posting and thinking, damn, I'm literally gonna get 1,000 likes, I'm definitely gonna go viral with this. If you do put so much emphasis on that, then you're literally gonna give up on the game, because certain things really do take time, bro. Like, be realistic with yourself. Understand, Lubuti, you have different circumstances in comparison to the person that you're trying to be, but it's not a thing that should discourage you. It's just a thing that should motivate you. But to just do you and do your best. Do your best. Heavy on doing your best. Use a Q-tip to clean up the excess glue. On the point of expectations, like, you need to also expect that you're going to have good and bad days. Like, that's inevitable. You're human. You're going to have good or bad days. And in the case that you have to like create content and you have a deadline from a brand, those feelings, they matter, but it's not a good look to businesses when you can't execute, when they've done their end of the deal by sending you stuff, and when I was like, you had so much time. Like, nah, you need to actually put certain things aside, and it could be at the expense of your feelings. I just randomly decided that I wanted 2 edges. You need to get into the habit of batch creating. Like, that is literally the biggest secret to this whole thing. You need to always be prepared. Anything can happen. That leads me to my next point. As a creator, you need to understand that a lot of time is taken into this whole thing. There are times where you're gonna have creative block. That's one thing you need to know. You're gonna have creative block. There's times where you're going to be full of ideas, but you're just so tired to like do them. And I believe if you struggle with mental health, it is imperative. It is so important to plan out your content. It is important to know how you're going to execute it. And if you're just starting out, I would suggest you go onto Pinterest. There are some like templates where you can really structure out how you're going to go about your content. If it means you're going to script it, if it means you're just going to like freely talk, if you want to get your point across, high key plan your shit, bro. Like, plan your content. Something that you can plan out is like how you're going to execute your videos, how you're going to make your viewers want to like come back and watch. I feel like that's something you need to understand with this whole thing. What value do you bring to people? And that's how you need to plan out your content. This brings me to my next point. Rejection is inevitable. Like, that's something that you just need to suck up. Rejection is not about what your work is not good, your work is what. It could be different other factors, and that rejection should not make you like step out of this whole thing and be like, yeah, no, it's not for me, because you need that. Sometimes rejection is there to show you that there is something better for you, better plan for you, and that, yeah, dude, like, so many people go to interviews and they don't get the job that they want. It's not because they're not qualified for that job. It's because the business is looking for something different, which is okay. To understand that rejection is redirection into something that is more beneficial to the character that you're trying to become. Another point that I also wanted to talk about is how to pitch to brands. I feel like once you get to that stage where you're able to create, you can see what's okay, as in now it's about time where I start working with other people. First, you need to show brands your portfolio, what you've done. Show them what you've done, and you can only do that if you're very confident within yourself. Showing the brand, you will see, this is what I've done, this is who I am, and this is where I'm based, this is my age, this is what I do, and also by the time you're becoming a content creator, you need to have your rate card and your media kit ready. Like, that's standard procedure. And that's something I don't think they really tell you that, bro. So many like templates on the internet on how to actually, approach brands, pitch to brands that are also local, talk to the manager, also talk to like someone or pay to level up your content and to also boost them. My next point would be using your skills to make money. Like, you need to see which one will make money, and 9 times out of 10 it's all of them. I've seen most hair influencers become runners. Basically what a runner is someone that goes into like places where you believe that this certain influencer I can trust because they do this. Basically what a runner is, and that's them using their talent of like doing hair and also their influence into creating a business for themselves. Your higher self is literally a mindset away. The next point I have is environment and community. Environment plays a big role in like how you create. If you have an environment that's not very welcoming, then those are certain things that you need to take into account. So I don't know what you're trying to create, but if you're a lifestyle creator, you need to be umuntu that's able to go to places and know places and be on top of your game with places, so that you can plug people and make sure that they know where they're going through you. Like I said, you need to be useful to your viewers. So what value do you bring? You bring the value of showing people Durban hidden gems. You have the value of showing people how to create a makeup look using chalk, for example. This is my last point while I just iron out this. If your intentions are to be known, you will be known. And that does have its pros and its cons, so just be aware. If you're someone that's dealing with mental health issues, it's very important to find a schedule that works with the person that you are, or else you're gonna find it insanely unbearable to do it. It's gonna become a task. And you need to understand, like, if you're a one-man band, kukusiza to know izinto eziningi, kukusiza ukuthi ukwazi network. Like, I cannot emphasize that is not straight. To network within like content creation and know people, and sometimes it's gonna go your way, sometimes it's not gonna go your way. Like, I impulsively decided to braid this thing because I don't want it to look boring. So we're just gonna braid it and see what we do come up with, but I hope it's gonna come out cute. No lie. Being out there has its cons because, like I said, people are entitled to their opinion and everybody has their own interpretations of certain things. Sometimes like what you put out does not agree with like other people. That doesn't mean that your content is just not the one, but maybe it's just not for the type of audience that you have, and you will find people that will agree with you. Like, that's that. It really does have its cons, especially when you're someone that's very opinionated. Like, just really watch what you say. Like, digital footprint is a thing. Sometimes it's a good thing to get dragged. Like, sometimes people milk that in a way where it works to their benefit, but sometimes it literally can break the person that you have tried to become so badly. So just really watch what you say and understand that people are entitled to like their interpretations of things. They're entitled to their opinions, because also the internet is the internet. Like, hikey, I really like the braid. Any tips or anything you'd like to share about content creation, please put everything down below. Comment everything that you'd like to know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, and I don't know why, but if you haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.
No, I do what I do, I love to do.